I don't know whether Natalie was transgender or not. And quite frankly, I don't think that's even important. I don't think that whatever happened today has anything to do with how she or he or they may have wanted to identify.
This is insane. First off, he says that I don't think that how this person identified had anything to do with what happened today. Just look at the depression rates and the prescribing of SSRIs to the LGBTQ plus community and how SSRIs are linked to homicide and suicide. So yes, whether or not the person is transgender absolutely relates to this shooting. And then we can tell that he even believes that the person was transgender because he's using the transgender language of he, she, them, whatever. Because I'm assuming this person was androgynous and you couldn't tell whether or not it was a girl or a boy. And there's probably some other evidence that suggests that this person was transgender. Again, I'm not saying this person was or wasn't, but it absolutely is relevant information. If this person was a white man who was Christian and voted for Trump, I guarantee it would be all over the news. But because it's possibly a transgender person and everyone is scared to talk about that and touch that issue, they don't want to talk about it. And it's very suspect whenever these things happen and you go and try to research whether or not that was the case, and all of the news agencies are avoiding that topic like the plague. And that's usually a pretty good indication that that's what was going on. And it doesn't take a lot of research to see the link between these types of shootings and whether or not the shooter was transgender. And the reason this is important is not just for the purposes of profiling these shooters, but it's to identify the nihilistic worldview of the transgender movement, where you're basically promoting a nihilistic ideology that states that there is no meaning, there is no up or down, and there is no gender. So you're breaking down all of the structure of society and you're breaking down all of truth and reality. And when someone gets to the bottom of that nihilistic thinking, this is what they do. They go off and kill a bunch of people and kill themselves, because if you believe in a nihilistic worldview, then nothing matters and all we are is stardust bumping into each other. It's also because of the breakdown of morality in this country. It's the removing the 10 Commandments in schools and just completely undermining the Christian underpinnings of this nation. The true solution to all of this is not to ban guns and it's not to drug people on SSRIs. It's to teach them that a meaningful identity can be found in a relationship with Jesus Christ and not in your gender. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, train to a higher standard.